Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Kyle Riker coming at you with another video review, and this time we'll be taking a look at the WWE Elite Series 91 Bianca Belair. Quite surprised to actually find this at retail. I wasn't expecting to find Elite 91 for a few more months, but luckily, if you saw the story hunt I posted last week, you'll see they're out at retail. I found Kevin Owens and Bianca Belair, and this was near the top of the list of the figures I wanted the most in the set, mainly because of this outfit. So I was pretty excited to get into this one. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notification bell for weekly wrestling reviews. And anyways, let's take a look at the packaging first, as we always do. Of course, awesome picture of Bianca down there. Of course, Bianca Belair. Of course, certified authentic. There she is, looking pretty awesome in the package. Picture of her right there. And on the back has a picture of her from the Royal Rumble, her stats, and her bio. You can pause it right there if you want to read. And the other figures in the set, we got Hulk Hogan, Rob Van Dam, Austin Theory, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and of course Bianca Belair. Hulk Hogan, definitely getting him. Rob Van Dam, obviously. Austin Theory, I'm very excited for that one. I love the outfit he came in. I love the way that one turned out. Sami Zayn, I'm a little mixed. Kevin Owens, I'm only getting him because I need an updated Kevin Owens figure in general. Like, I need his full, tattoo sleeve. So I'll probably get him next. And plus he's a big show former. That's why I left him behind when I found him and Bianca. So he'll definitely be sitting there for a while. But hopefully I can get the other four first. Anyways, that does it for the packaging. So let's open up Bianca Belair and see how she compares to her previous Elite Series 81. And see if she's better or worse than that one. Let's find out. We'll be right back. Alright, so here we have Bianca Belair out of her packaging. And this figure is freaking awesome. Like, I love the way this figure turned out. I personally like it almost as much as I love the Elite Series 81. And to be honest with you, so far I have no complaints. But we'll see what happens as the review goes on. Alright, her accessories. She comes with pretty much the same as Elite 81 for the 3 pairs of hands that she comes with. She has these standard gripping hands, the more flat open hands, and of course a pair of fists. So, same hands as her previous Elite. She comes with the SmackDown Women's Championship, which I'm pretty excited to have this one, because I was never able to get any of the other figures that came with this belt, so this is my first time getting this championship, so pretty excited to have it finally in my collection. This belt looks pretty cool. It's a little crooked, because the way it was in the packaging, but that's fine. I can fix that with some hot water. But it looks good. I think it should be a little bit smaller, but it's fine. And then much like her other Elite, she comes with a pair of glasses, which are pretty much the same as the Elite 81, except this time the frames are gold, whereas her previous Elite had silver. Okay, here's Elite 81, and here's the new one. See, pretty much the same, except this time they're gold instead of silver. So that's cool. Then here's actually a cool accessory I was actually very curious about, and that is her removable earrings. Like, how are they going to do this? And as far as I can tell, it looks to be just like the glasses, where you just rest them on her head and they just sit there, basically held on there by friction. See if I can take them off. Oh, I see. Oh, I was wrong. Oh, that's kind of dumb if you ask me. I thought they just clipped onto her ear like the glasses do, but no, there's actually a small peg which pegs into the hole right behind her ear. So that's actually kind of dumb if you ask me. See if I can get in there. I can pull it out. See, it just pegs right there in that little hole back there. That's actually kind of dumb if you ask me, mainly because it looks so weird. Like, the hole is very noticeable, like it's huge. It's not like the glasses on some figures where they hide in the hair, where it's not as noticeable. Whereas here, it's very noticeable. I mean, how do you explain a big freaking hole behind her ear? That's just very weird. I mean, a neat concept, but I don't know, it could have been executed a little bit better. Alright, now onto the figure herself. She's got a I think it's the same head sculpt as the Elite 81, except it has more makeup this time. And it looks good. With the smile and the true effects on the eyes, it looks a little creepy to me, but it still looks like her. So it still looks good. And it does not have the EST on her braid anymore like the previous one had. And there's no writing on the back of her head like the other one had. But that's fine. Of course, got the silver tie at the top there. Looks good. Now moving down to the attire. Now I love this attire. I was a big fan of comic books growing up, and I still am. So I love the comic book theme with it. With the sleigh all over the place. Whereas in the comics it would say pow or punch or something like that. So that's very cool seeing all that. Of course the lips and the stars everywhere. Very cool. EST on the front there. Splat. No, I think that... Oh, it looks like it says splat, but it's sleigh. My bad. Of course, more lips there. Sleigh over the place. Very cool. And of course the lips back there is obvious. Very cool. And then the red and silver boots. Which there's actually one complaint I have with the boots that I'll get into. Which I wish they would have carried it over from her last Elite. But I'll get into that later on. But it looks good. You know, the joints are nice and smooth. And she stands pretty well too. For comparison, here she is with the Elite Series 81 Bianca. Now, I got a bad one, so that's why the face is all scratched up. Hoping to get another one at some point. Now, one thing they definitely fixed was the hips. I mean, look at this on the other figure. Like, wobbles back and forth like that. Quite a bit. On the new one, no, it's nice and tight. So that's cool. Now, one thing I wish they would have carried over from this figure to this one is the toe articulation. Like on the boots there, this one has toe articulation. This one does not. So I wish they would have brought that over. But that's fine. But they're both great figures. I definitely recommend both of these. But which one do I like better? I like this one better because I love the outfit more. And I like the more articulation on it. And speaking of articulation, pretty standard for the newer Elite figures. Head rotates 360. Can go up and down, kind of. Actually, not really. Arms 360, in and out. Bicep, double jointed elbows. Love that. Rotate at the wrist and hinge at the wrist. Of course, there's the upper torso joint. Swivel waist, legs forward that far, which is good, and back to the original position, in and out, thigh, double jointed knee, swivel at the boot, hinge at the ankle, and no pivot. We kind of need that on the women's figures, and it would have been nice if it had the toe articulation like her other Elite had, but that's okay. But very nice figure. I'm very impressed with it. Great update compared to her last one. Very solid, and this might be probably the hidden gem of the series. Great figure. Final thoughts. Overall, I actually really like this figure. This might be the hidden gem of the series. My only real issue with it is it would have been nice if it would have included the toe articulation that her previous figure had. And I don't like the way they did the earrings, how there's like a giant hole on the side of her head. Like, it's very weird. But aside from that, really great figure. I really like it. Love the attire. I'm glad she comes with the SmackDown Women's title. We need more figures with that belt. Articulation's great. It's nice and smooth. Glad they fixed the problem with the hips that her other figure had. So great update with the added articulation, the more detail to it, and they fixed the joints. So great figure. If you missed out on her previous Elite, or even if you have her other Elite, this is definitely a must-have figure to pick up. So if you can find this figure in the store, which it should be popping up pretty shortly, if not already, get her on Ringside Collectibles or Amazon. She just showed up on Amazon about last night, I think. So if you can get her, snatch her up. It's definitely worth it. Definitely worth every penny. Anyways, that pretty much does it. So thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Check out next week's review, my next review, which will be the AEW Unrivaled Series 7 Lance Archer. Check out the store hunt where I found this figure, which was posted last week, and also the other review I have for you last week, which was the Ultimate Edition Undertaker. And also be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss a single upload. I upload new reviews pretty much every Saturday of WWE action figures, AEW action figures, toy hunts, stop motions, and more. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Anyways, that pretty much does it. So thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, remember, you can't touch my dream, and you can't touch my soul. I'm out. Take care.